We're really happy to be here to be hosted by His Grace Archbishop Smith, who is a dear friend of Development and Peace, and especially to highlight the visit of Bishop Barreto from Peru, who is he's the Archbishop of the Diocese of Huancayo in Peru, and it's his first visit to Canada. We'll explain a little bit more about Archbishop Barreto's program as we go along. He'll be with us here in Canada for about a week, but we have the privilege today of having his first appearance here with our campaign launch. Share Lent, as you all know, is one of the most important activities of Development and Peace across the country. Every year in Lent, we choose a theme to make our membership and the general public aware of the issues of international development that we deal in. This year, we have chosen the theme of human dignity as our common unifying theme to use in the campaign this year. It's also a campaign that we conduct coast to coast, animated and conducted by thousands of volunteers in the parishes across the country. So it's a moment where the Catholic community comes together during the Lenten season for reflection on the issues that we face in our work dealing with injustice and international solidarity. Human dignity comes from the courage and conviction that we see as examples in the lives and the struggles of our partners, and also that it is a central theme of our work. We enter into equal partnerships. This is one of the underlying principles of Development and Peace, that our work with our brothers and sisters in the South is on the basis of equal partnership and solidarity, because we believe that our role is to support those that are facing challenges of poverty, injustice, crisis, conflict, and marginalization. Archbishop Barreto will speak about his work in Latin America, particularly with this, and the work that his organization, SEAS, is doing on the issue of mining and the effect of mining on the communities in Latin America. We've been working with his organization, SEAS, since 1989, so almost 25 years that we've been involved with them in their work and continue to support them. Today is Ash Wednesday. It marks the beginning of Lent, the time when we remember Jesus as he walked with grace and dignity as he faced persecution and humiliation. Daily, we see this grace and dignity in the work of our partners, and we will be sharing this with you through our campaign. We have a little video clip here that we would like to present that gives a perspective on the theme of the campaign. So if our technology works well, we'll be able to go ahead now.
Share Lent is Development and Peace's annual fundraising campaign. This year, our theme is human dignity more than ever. Why human dignity? Because it is at the core of our work. We are all part of the same human family, and more than ever, we must support our brothers and sisters in the Global South in their liberation from poverty and injustice. How do we do this? By partnering with organizations in Africa, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East who are working towards citizen participation, peace building and reconciliation, the management and control of natural resources, equality between men and women, ecological justice, and humanitarian aid and reconstruction. Together with our 90 partners in more than 20 countries, we are raising human dignity worldwide. In La Roya, Peru, a community is fighting the polluting effects of a smelter for a healthier future. In the Sahel, communities are no longer facing hunger and have the strength to plant next year's harvest. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, democracy is taking root thanks to information broadcast by community radio stations. In Afghanistan, women are being given the opportunity to learn how to read and start their own businesses. In Cambodia, indigenous families no longer have to live in fear of being pushed off their land. The courageous work of our partners inspires us daily. During Share Lent, you can show your solidarity with our brothers and sisters in the Global South. There are many ways to show your support. Contribute to the Solidarity Sunday collection in your parish on March 17th. Donate online anytime. Follow the Solidarity calendar with your family, or participate in a Think Fast. You can also join in our nationwide Good Friday fast. Start your own fundraising page on our website and ask friends and family to support you in this act of solidarity. Starting your page is easy. Click on Register on our Think Fast page. Fill in the fields. Give your page a title and set your fundraising goal. Then, simply share the link to your page with your friends and family. As you receive donations, watch your thermometer change color as you get closer and closer to your goal. You may even surpass it. Together, we can build a world of justice. Help us raise human dignity around the world. For more details on Share Lent, our work, events in your region, and ways to fundraise, visit our website.
Well, I'm very happy to welcome everybody here to the Archdiocese of Edmonton. It's a pleasure to welcome everyone, especially because here in Edmonton, we have an archdiocese that for many, many years has been a principal supporter of development and peace. So for us to have been chosen to be the site of the national launch for the Share Lent campaign is for us an honor. But at the same time, it's consistent with the support that development and peace has been giving, or that the Archdiocese has been giving to development and peace throughout many years. And I would hope people would support generously this national Share Lent campaign because of the important work that development and peace does. And I would characterize that work fundamentally as transformational. We're involved in addressing social structures that need to be challenged, involved in infrastructure work when there have been natural disasters that need repairs and so on. So we're involved in transformation at that level, but the most important work of development and peace is the work of transformation within the human person, within the human heart. And that's what I saw firsthand when I made a solidarity visit to Haiti, a visit which, when I met the poor, when I met the people who were being helped firsthand by the work of the Partners of Development and Peace, really transformed me and changed me and deepened my own commitment to the Church's work among the poor, among the suffering, particularly as it's happening through development and peace. I met a woman who had been crushed interiorly by the weight of oppression, of poverty, to the point that the crushing of the actual physical earthquake that happened in Port-au-Prince was really just symbolic of the deeper pain that she was suffering. Psychologically, she was destroyed, but by the time that we met her, she had been helped by the people of one of the Partners of Development and Peace, such that when we met her, she was laughing and she had been restored to life and to hope. I met with a group of women in the mountains, deep in the jungle of Haiti, who had been helped by one of the Partners of Development and Peace, also to be self-sustaining in terms of agriculture and so on. But they were the objects also of a number of different projects, outreach, such as, for example, literacy. And we spoke, as we were speaking with the women, we asked them at one point how many are being helped to become literate again. And as they put up their hands, they did so with broad, broad smiles. And I was able to see how they were having lifted from their shoulders the terrible burden of shame and embarrassment of having been unable for so many years to read and to write. These were first-hand examples for me of the transformational work that Development and Peace does through its various partnerships, and the reason that I remain committed to this organization and don't hesitate to encourage people to support it, financially first of all, but also by their prayers and through their volunteer work wherever that is possible. Thank you again for coming to the Archdiocese of Edmonton, and thank you for your continued support of Development and Peace.
Agradezco a Desarrollo y Paz por esta cordial invitación para visitar su país y conocer de cerca y compartir todas las alegrías, esperanzas, también las angustias y preocupaciones de los hombres de hoy en el mundo.
I am very grateful to Development and Peace for the invitation to be here visiting this country and to be able to experience the joy and the preoccupations of the people in this country.
Hoy iniciamos este tiempo de Cuaresma y hace unas horas el Papa Benedicto XVI, en la audiencia pública, reafirmó su decisión de renunciar a la misión de ser vicario de Cristo el próximo 28 de febrero, porque considera que no tiene la capacidad física para poder responder hasta esta alta misión.
Today we start Lent, and just a few hours ago the Holy Father reaffirmed his resignation because of his physical condition.
Y en realidad esta es la actitud que debemos tener en Cuaresma, disponibilidad para el servicio. Y me parece también muy importante el que reconozcamos en la figura del Papa Benedicto XVI el ejemplo muy claro de amor a Jesús, de amor a la persona humana, cualquiera sea su realidad.
I believe that the attitude of Pope Benedict is the one that we should all embrace as we begin Lent, an attitude of being available for the Church and being always loving the Church and loving Christ.
Y en su carta que convocaba al Año de la Fe, que comenzó el 11 de octubre pasado, el mismo Papa decía que cuando se cruza el umbral de la fe es cuando se anuncia la palabra de Dios y nos dejamos modelar nuestro corazón por esa palabra viva que es Jesucristo.
Our Holy Father has reminded us in his letter when we began the year of faith that when we cross the door of faith, we must allow the Word of God to shape our lives.
Pero también en esta carta el Papa indica que la fe sin la práctica de la caridad no tiene sentido y la caridad sin fe tampoco.
In this letter, the Holy Father also explained to us how faith without charity does not make sense, and charity without faith also does not make sense.
Y precisamente Desarrollo y Paz demuestra que la fe de la Iglesia en Canadá tiene sentido y por tanto apoyar esta organización católica da autenticidad a nuestra fe en Jesús.
Precisely, development and peace shows each one of us that the faith in Canada has sense by the support that they show to many people around the world.
Y por eso quisiera terminar esta breve reflexión animando a todos a que se sientan parte de una iglesia viva que con sus limitaciones y sus fortalezas quiere seguir siendo fiel a este Jesús que clama, que grita por una mayor justicia, por un mayor desarrollo humano integral y porque haya paz en el mundo.
To end this brief presentation, I want to encourage all of you to join in following our Lord, in standing up and proclaiming the dignity of the person, and also to try to have a world where there is justice and peace.
In Calgary, for example, we adopted very well a benefit gala, and this year we will host the benefit gala on April 13, and our key speaker will be our Bishop Henry, who is very also big supporter of development, peace, and thanks to our bishops here in our region that we have energy and always some encouragement and trust what we are doing. Also, like I said, about diversity, our members also, they have different way of approaching the problems about how to help our partners. Some of the members also approach the member of parliaments, and like I said, every parish knows how to best approach and encourage their campaign. And about youth, we know that youth are our strength, and we have to put extra effort to outreach this group. And thanks to Development Peace, the Think Fast program. And as far as I know, and Sarah, she gave me the data that already 10 groups, they signed for the Think Fast. They are from Brooks, South Alberta, to the Peace River in North. Also, some school in Edmonton, I believe, they will participate in stand-up for day at Austin O'Brien High School. And thanks to Val Merchant, who is the liaison committee, and he helps to go through this activity. And also, like I said before, we are blessed to have our bishops. We work closely and be in communion with bishops about our work. And I would like to say extra thanks again to social justice coordinators and Sarah, our animator. Where's Sarah? She's amazing. And also I would like to say Mike and all staff in the national office. They are very skilled, and they are always very fast with our needs and questions we would like to have answered. I encourage a lot of Catholic, I'm Catholic too, to really pay attention to development peace. For me, I can share and I support what Archbishop said about transformation. Sometimes the concept of development peace at the beginning is not easy, but when we start to, like John Paul II said, go and search deeper, we can find the meaning, and we understand that it's about communion with God and neighbor. This is about divine mercy. This is about beatitudes. This is about charity, faith, together, about solidarity. Me as a Polish Canadian, I can say that thanks to the Catholic Church, that during the time when we had the transformation time from communist to free market economy, thanks to the Church that they were helping us in the very tough moments, and because of faith we can go through. And also I would like to share that I was also on solidarity trip in Colombia 2 years ago. It was amazing, and I think it comes every day, and since I reflect that every day, it comes deeper. Why it's so important, our work there? Because we can learn in both ways from our partners who are very strong, and they may be even better with surviving intelligence. We can learn from them, and what happens to them also can happen to us. We have to be aware. And again, I would like to thank you for organizing this event today, our Archbishop and National Council and all people. They help, like Wilf, Val, Leslie, and Max, who prepared the tables today. And thank you very much.